One man, one mission, to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The Anxiety Guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine, a leading authority in generalized anxiety. Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the Anxiety Guy.
Warriors, welcome to episode number 129 of the Anxiety Guy podcast. My name is Dennis Simsek. This podcast episode is brought to you by the number one CBT-based program for anxiety today at anxietyexit.com. Go check it out, get started, begin your recovery, my friends. Today's podcast episode is based around the idea of relaxation anxiety. I've been getting a lot of questions from people asking me, Dennis, when I begin to relax, why do I feel a heightened state of anxiety? Why does my body react as if there is a threat around the corner? Why does this happen? Now, I'm going to go into this in detail, but first I want to give you another example that happened in my own life. Me laying in the bath. Now, when you think about a warm bath and candles and music and just calmness around you, good vibes, you think, you know what, this is a time for me to replenish my body, to replenish my mind and my spirit, and to really give back to myself, my hardworking self. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case in my life when I had anxiety, because every single time I laid in the bath, I recognized these large waves of water coming off of me due to the sheer strength of my heartbeat. What was going on? This was supposed to be relaxation time, system. It wasn't. Another example was me lying on the bed and literally shaking the bed. The bed was making these crackling noises when I was still. And so came the idea and the associations and the pairings that every single time I tried to relax my system, things got even worse. What was going on? So my thoughts were directed towards fear and bewilderment. And these thoughts created a loop that went something like this. Anxiety sensation led to fear and bewildering thoughts, which was equal to giving my nervous system the green light to strengthen the sensations, which led to more highly sensitized states, which led to question marks over my future and whether I'd be this way forever, which led to avoidance of the things I enjoyed and were calming for me when it was back in the day, leading to lower and lower self-worth. So let me tell you something. This whole relaxation anxiety thing wasn't just, I'm just tensing up. There was a whole system being created based around this. I changed the way I saw myself. I changed the way I saw relaxation methods. I shifted the way I saw my future. I created all of these catastrophic perspectives based around one or two experiences that I had. So, relaxation anxiety keeps you farther and farther from inner knowingness and your true self. And it keeps you more attached to your external world. Reason being, you are at the mercy of what goes on around you because you cannot stay still. You put more on your plate. Doing, for you, someone who has relaxation anxiety, doing equals productiveness. You are productive when you are doing. And getting away from yourself and the fears you've suppressed, it's a cover-up. Because now, the more you do, the more neutral you think that you feel. And the less you do, the more you've attached that lessening of doing to anxiety, to threats, to danger, because you are uncomfortable now. You are uncomfortable staying still. You are now in reaction mode to your anxiety rather than responding mode. You are not responding to your thoughts. You are not responding to your body. You are reacting to your thoughts. You are reacting to your body, which keeps the anxiety cycle on. The system believes you should always be doing. When you give yourself calm time, it gets confused because your fight or flight is constantly on, and rest equals more danger. So the symptoms one feels gets elevated, which leaves the person bewildered. A constant state, a constant cycle of frustration, bewilderment, and unsteadiness. What happens is, slowing down, taking time for yourself is now seen as a weakness by many people. I can't slow down. I have to keep going. I have to stay busy. And then what happens is, throughout the entire day, your morning and your day, you're busy. Your mind is busy. You're acting, your behaviors. You got things to do. You got things to think about. And so when the evening comes around, there's this sense of euphoria, like, oh, the day is done. I've completed what I need to complete. And you know what? Even if the symptoms or sensations or the responses from your body are there, you don't show it the attention that you normally would in the morning or the afternoon. You're not as sensitized to them because you've surrendered, because you've given up, and you've given up in a good way. You've given up prioritizing control over your health. You've given up prioritizing massive amounts of control over your life. Now you've given up control. Now you are in the process of creation. Now you can focus your attention on the things that are truly important in your life, knowing that your system has the greatest healing mechanism within it. Your body is the greatest healing mechanism there is on this planet, as long as you get your conscious mind out of the way. And what I mean by conscious mind out of the way is constantly picking things apart, constantly looking for answers all the time. What could the symptom mean? What could the sensation mean? Why did that person criticize me? There's two different ways of being conscious. One is finding an answer, is solving a problem. Two is digging yourself a bigger hole by connecting one negativity, one limiting way of seeing something, one perspective to another. Now, here's the key, accept and observe, and you'll be presented with more facts and evidence that supports an optimistic mindset. This will lead you towards a higher level of self-worth, my friends. So as I started to sit in that bath, and as I started to recognize the waves of water coming from my hard heartbeat, I didn't jump to conclusions anymore. I didn't question my health. I didn't question whether or not something bad was going to happen to me anymore. I said, you know what? This reaction from my body is very similar to a child screaming for attention. If you constantly run to the child that screams for attention, what's going to happen? He's going to pair up the idea that screaming equals attention. He can get it all the time. When your body begins to scream for attention and creates these reactions to the environment, potential threats and dangers, it's your job to treat it like a 6-year-old child, to be less responsive. And what I mean by less responsive is an inner knowing that you are safe. You are safe. Believe me. You've gone to the doctors. You've gotten things checked out. You've gotten 3-4 different opinions from other people. Everybody says you're a hypochondriac. Everybody says you've got general anxiety. You are overly concerned and worried about symptoms and things in the external world. You have created this. You have conditioned yourself to be sensitive, and you can condition yourself to be desensitized. But today's the day where you begin to treat it like a 6-year-old child and be less responsive. My friends, these are the keys to eliminating these different components of anxiety that you may be experiencing right now. I love you so very much. You are more than anxiety. Share this podcast episode with someone who needs it, and I'll see you very, very soon. Love you all.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.